Well, hello and welcome. It is time once again to try to fix something, and today we're taking a look at another PS5. And yeah, this one, the description said that it's supposed to be working, but the description said it was buggy and that the fan connector was ripped off. So, probably not going to be very interesting. But I thought I'd record a little intro to this just in case it turned out to be something more than they mentioned. But I do have it wrapped up in a bag with some alcohol and a rag to try to kill anything that might be in there. And I haven't even looked inside of it yet, so let's see what's inside. All right, taking a look inside, the description said that it was supposed to be buggy, but I'm not really seeing any signs of that. I do see a ripped fan connector. That's not too hard to fix, but this may be a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Let me get into it. It does look like it may be still sealed. It's kind of hard to tell if that's, you can buy warranty seals to put back over those things. But not what I was expecting. I was expecting to just be crawling with roaches. Let me get on into it then. All right, with the side plate off, you can start to see a few little signs here and there of some roach activity. Right in there too. So, still not as bad as I was expecting. But let's see if it'll work. I haven't even tried. It's supposed to turn on. Okay, I've got the fan out of it right now. But let's just see if it'll give us a white light and give us video. Yeah, it looks like it's going to. Wasn't shut down properly. So, I mean, if all I have to do is reinstall the fan connector and do a little cleanup, that's a win. I'll take it. Yep. I think that's all she's going to need. All right, well, I've got this main board out, so I can take it inside and repair that ripped fan connector. And I think we can see why they were trying to get it apart. They thought they could just clean it, but what happened was I guess taking it apart, trying to clean it, and cleaning wasn't going to fix it. This liquid metal has moved off from the die and off the heat sink. So, yeah, you were not getting good heat transfer. This thing you can kind of tell if you look at the coloring of it. Has been running hot. The board is like browned slightly in places around the RAM, around that APU area. She's been running warm. So somebody tried to take it apart, I guess, try to clean it and fix it, and they ended up ripping their fan connector off. Well, that used to happen even back in the PS4 days. Specifically, like the PS4 Pro, I saw a lot of ripped connectors, ripped fan connectors. Well, let's get this inside and see if we can make this thing better. All right, we are inside the workbench, ready to try to reattach this connector. I was going to go over somewhat what I'm going to try to do. Of course, we're going to have to remake these connections right here. And I'll probably cut off this excess copper that's, kind of flopping around there. And clear off some solder mask back here and use some small 0.1 millimeter wire, such as this, to remake those connections. But also important is going to be physically getting it connected, making it strong enough to withstand being connected or disconnected again. And I like to use a piece of wire like this. This is a component lead cut off of a resistor or something, or capacitor some time ago. And I've got a drawer full of them because I hang on to things like this because I'm weird that way. But that's what I like to use. You can use solder braid or solder wick, but I'll grind away some of this solder mass so that I can solder this down. One thing I got to watch out for, though, if you notice, see that little via right there. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't think it's ground and probably doesn't need to be grounded. So I'm going to have to be careful and maybe put a little extra solder mask over that little via so that I can't, when I lay my wire across here, I can't accidentally ground that out because I don't know what that is, but I don't want to mess with it. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll put a wire on the other side, and you can see there are tabs on the side of this connector, where I can solder to. So I'll lay a wire across there on both sides. That'll anchor it and give it some strength. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, well our fan connector is reattached there. So now I think I need to deal with this liquid metal issue. And I had somebody ask me in the comments one time about how I handle liquid metal, and I'll just kind of show you what I do. If you just take a cotton swab, get a little alcohol on it. This liquid metal tends to run away from the alcohol. Get where I can show you real well without the glare, maybe. I'm actually going to just kind of like shove this liquid metal off to the side with this cotton swab that has alcohol on it. All right, see what it comes off, and I'm going to try to clean this as best I can. There is a small amount of alcohol on this swab. See if we can get rid of all that black we can. And maybe I dampened the other end of it. We will go ahead and get this nice and shiny. Try to get those corners. Okay, that looks pretty good. You can see what all came off of there. Some kind of oxidation that builds up, I guess, because the APU is getting hot and the liquid metal has moved away from certain parts of it. All right, after that has dried, I'm just going to take another cotton swab, a dry one, and I'm going to start, well, I took that back. I'm going to take a wet one first. I lied to you. I'm going to dampen this one a little because I still need to move liquid metal. We're going to try to move it back to that dye now. You can see how it like runs away from it. If the alcohol is on the cotton swab, it doesn't want to stick to it. And you can just kind of work it back over there. And just kind of take your time. I think I'm going to dampen the other end of it, of this swab, with some alcohol. Just try to get any remaining parts. And get that worked back on top. Okay, now I'll take a dry cotton swab here, and we're going to start rubbing this stuff back in the surface. And there's usually plenty on the surface of this thing, or nearby. Sometimes it's off on the edges. But you just need a good coating all over it. Okay, and we'll do something similar out there to the heatsink, and I don't think we'll have any more overheating problems. Let's get this board out there and we'll get it reinstalled. Well, here we are back out in the garage, ready to see if we've got this fan working. You can see there's our repaired connector, and I checked it, with a meter in diode mode in there at the workbench, and there's a connection to every one of those points, so I think we're good. Let's just see if she will spin, shall we? There it goes. All right. I need to do a little more cleanup on it, and I'll put it all back together, and we can wrap this up. How's that sound? Alright, well, this PS5 is fully reassembled, and I am currently installing a game in it to test it out, but right now it looks like it's going to be in good shape. Cleaned up really well. It wasn't a whole lot of roach mess to this one. There was a few places, but not bad at all, really. So basically just needed the fan connector reinstalled and the liquid metal redistributed, and she's in good shape. Well, hope you liked that one. Thought it was somewhat interesting or educational. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the very next repair. So long for now.